All right, everyone, welcome back into another NBA DFS video. My name is Polzin with SNF Sports. Going to be breaking down this Sunday Night Football showdown slate between the Packers and the Bills. And although on paper it's looking like it could be a blowout, my Green Bay Packers are probably going to lose. 10.5 point underdogs. The game over and under set at 47. So on paper, it's not like the best game, but DFS-wise, this is probably one of the better slates we're going to get in a long time for showdown purposes. There's a lot of value. I don't really get what DraftKings was doing pricing this slate, to be honest with you. Very strange stuff. So this is one I think I'm going to be attacking. As long as there's not any random injuries to a top play like Mark Andrews, we should be good to go. If you guys enjoy this coverage, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to potentially, put out your own lineups using the 9-to-5 lineup builder, you can. The 9-to-5 DraftKings lineup builder is available for $10 a month, included with the NFL DFS cheat sheet, the NBA DFS cheat sheet, the NBA DFS DraftKings lineup optimizer, the premium golf membership package. That's all included for $10 a month for the 9-to-5 membership. Take advantage of that. It's good value. But without further ado, let's get into the picks for this game. So starting off, let's just keep it simple, guys. So like Devin Singletary at his price point, I think the question really becomes, are you playing him in the captain spot or are you playing him just in the flex? Okay, Devin Singletary playing about 80 to 86% of the snaps or so, maybe only 70% of the snaps as well. Like he is playing a majority of the snaps is what I'm trying to get at. He has been used as a workhorse running back snap count wise, and the usage has been there. 17 rushing attempts last game, 5 targets. If we can get that from him again in this slate, and then in this game, like he should be a great play. And I do expect that. Like one of the Packers' weaknesses has been against the run. And Devin Singletary, like that would just be the perfect spot to use him. I guess the only worry with Singletary would be coming off of a bye week. Maybe they want to get James Cook more involved. I don't think so because Devin Singletary has looked good. So Devin Singletary at his current price point does make a lot of sense. And I don't know. My question is like, do I want to play him in the captain spot or do I want to play him in the flex? Obviously, Josh Allen should be a great play. Now, yes, the Packers defense is all right. Okay, they have been all right. Can they hinder the production from Josh Allen to maybe have his worst or second worst game? Sure, but he is still going to put up 20 DK points. He is still going to be a player that should be in your builds, that should be in the winning lineup. He just runs the ball too much, been looking too good. He should still be a solid play. And if I don't play like Devin Singletary, I'm trying to find a way to put Josh Allen into my captain spot. From there, the next easy play is going to be Aaron Jones. And I say easy in quotes because he's not getting the usage that you would want. Okay, 10 targets, 8 rushing attempts, great. He's just not running the ball enough. And I guess my biggest worry is that he's not going to be able to run against the Buffalo Bills. They are a very stout defense against the run. Okay, we all know that. It's never a matchup that you want to be targeting. So the thing with Aaron Jones as a player is you need to hope that passing game usage is there and it's there a lot. And I think it will be because, well, that was their offense last week. And Allen Lazard is currently out. They need to find ways to manufacture touches to Aaron Jones. And Aaron Rodgers has kind of made that clear as well, that they need to get the ball into Aaron Jones' hands more. I think we're going to see that happen. And then from there, I think the decision is either going to be, do you play Stephon Diggs or do you play Gabriel Davis? Now, maybe Jari Alexander is going to be shadowing Diggs, and maybe that makes Gabe Davis the play. Maybe. We could see that happening, okay? I still think Diggs is going to be a solid play, but I could see, once again, the production from Diggs being hindered, okay? Thus, Gabe Davis is going to be the one that has the bigger game, okay? It could happen. It's within the realm of possibility. And then from there, like, you could go Robert Tonyan, sure. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I will say Dawson Knox, extremely cheap for a guy that's played a lot of snaps last game. He ended up playing 85% of the snaps in week 6 for the Buffalo Bills. Like, that is encouraging to me, okay? And it wouldn't be shocking to see him get a touchdown. It wouldn't be shocking to see him go for 10 DK points. Like, that is certainly within the realm of possibilities. And honestly, guys, the point I was making with the value on the slate is Allen Lazard is out, okay? That should mean that Romeo Doubs at 4K, like, what are we doing there? Yes, he had a bad game last game. He had, I think all 4 of his targets were drops. I don't know if they were ruled that way, but he had his hands on those plays, and he probably should have made 2 of those catches, okay? And honestly, if he makes one of those catches, they probably win the game, okay? It was rough for him, but at the same time, he is going to be their receiver number 1. With Allen Lazard out, okay? Those plays that have been designed to Allen Lazard are probably going to be designed to Romeo Doubs. So where Allen Lazard has been a super safe play, getting some touchdowns on those kind of pick plays and whatnot, that should be Doubs in this game. Now, yes, it's a very difficult matchup, but he's priced down enough to the point where he's going to be playing 90% of the snaps. He should be used as the receiver number 1. He should be a solid price point play. He should be able to 2x. If he scores a touchdown, 3x, maybe 4x. This is just a strange price point. Okay, I don't really get what happened there. Yes, it's a tough matchup, but receiver number 1 in offense at 4K, highly intriguing. Okay, from there, we have a lot of salary left over. Okay, Amari Rodgers played about 30% of the snaps last game. And honestly, it was his best game. Okay, nearly hauled in what could have been an awesome catch. He didn't, though. He does suck. Packers fans hate him. Okay, if you are a Wisconsin sports fan, I put this Twitter poll out there last week. I'm like, who do Wisconsin fans hate more, George Hill or Amari Rodgers? And it was Amari Rodgers by a good amount, which kind of surprised me. Sammy Watkins is also going to be a player that's going to see a little bit more snaps in this game. Last week, he saw 52% of the snaps, and then the first 2 weeks where he was active, he saw around 65% of the snaps. So I do expect it to be closer to that 65%. Okay, at his current price point, being the receiver number 2 in this offense, he could be a strong price point play as well. You know, really all it takes is one of these Green Bay Packers receivers to get a touchdown, and I do think one of them will, which kind of seems like a hot take, but you know, I think one of these players are going to be great. I like Romeo Doubs a little bit more because his role is a little bit more cemented, but he should be a good price point play. And I will say Christian Watson, guys, if Christian Watson was active last week, or if he didn't get injured against the Giants, I really think that they win those 2 games. For some reason or another, the freaking jet motion that he is doing has been creating some sort of look that the Packers want, and they haven't been able to replicate it without Watson. It's a strange thing. Okay, it's weird. And so if he is active in this one, I actually like the Packers a little bit more, but I could also see them manufacturing touches to go his way because he is a playmaker. He's a player that they're excited to get on the field. The problem with him is he does have that hamstring injury. To me, it doesn't really make sense to force it this game, although it is a game you really need, but it's a game in which you're not projected to win by a decent amount. So it's like, why would you risk it? Okay. Thing with Christian Watson is, though, like he's probably only going to get a max of 30% of the snaps because, well, he is injured a little bit. Like we just can't see him like playing a lot of snaps in this game. That's the difficult part. If he was healthy, I would like him a lot more. He's not. That's the issue. So let's just say Christian Watson does sit, which I kind of hope for because then it really opens up a pretty decent value price point play. Torrey here, who was kind of a preseason guy that I liked, he actually played a lot of snaps, was able to get 1 target, 1 reception. He's fine. He is a 1 reception needed to value play. So in his first game being active, he actually played in 35% of the snaps. And I think that's due to, well, Allen Lazard obviously getting injured and them just not liking Amari Rodgers. Okay. So I think we could see Torrey in there kind of operating maybe in the slot a little bit for that kind of Randall Cobb role that has been there. And at $600, that is more than enough for me to think about playing him. Okay, that is the interesting play here because he is someone that looked good in the preseason, someone they kind of like, could be a okay play. And yes, obviously there's other plays that you can make in this game. Isaiah McKenzie, Bills D, the kickers, you know, those are routes in which you could go if you wanted to. I'm not going those routes just yet. I don't think we need to just yet. So I'll show you guys kind of what you could do to finish off your build. So here's what this build would look like. You could go and have a lot of salary left over. Like, sure, if Christian Watson plays, you could go with him. I'm not saying you need to. I'm saying you could do that. So instead of playing Gabe Davis, let's see if we can fit in Diggs in there. And I think we can. We'll go Singletary, captain. Then we'll go Josh Allen. And then we have, so this is a pretty solid lineup path here. We're getting Devin Singletary. Yes, we'd want to have Josh Allen in the captain spot, but we're getting, what I see as 2 of the best captain plays. Aaron Jones, like you don't have to play Aaron Jones, but I think for the Green Bay Packers, he is going to be one of the more productive Green Bay Packers, so I like him as a play. And then Diggs, kind of easy to see why you want to play him. Dobbs should be a strong price point play. And then Torrey, just a cheap value play that if he plays, like I kind of think he will, 1 reception is not out of the question. Then obviously you can finagle it whichever way you want. If you want to go like Gabe Davis instead of Aaron Jones, you can. That opens up some more value on the slate. Like then you don't have to play Torrey if you don't want to go that route. You could go Sammy Watkins instead. Like not a terrible build as well. All right, that's all I have for you guys for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. I do appreciate that. Let's have a good Sunday night football slate. And let's hope that my Green Bay Packers don't look too terrible. That's what I'm praying for. It's been a rough 3 weeks. It is. All right, we'll see. All right, good luck tonight, guys. And as always, let's keep cashing.